peoples. What it do, folks? You know what it is. It is time for another QZs and AZ. I am in packing mode today, which is a tad bit irritating for me. Under normal circumstances, I like to be packed like a week out, but this just didn't happen. We had a lot of stuff popping off this week, trying to release the podcast course, which we were able to do. Um, I did something really stupid, which I'll never do again. I took my COVID shot and my flu shot at the same day, which is really dumb. Didn't hit me for like 2 days, but on day number two, it was like, "Come here, bitch!" Ah, and then it kicked my butt. But yeah, so um, if you have questions about this content situation, please drop them in the old chisel below, and then we will get there for you. But I'm super excited to get my packing done for camp today. Um, Normally, what I like to do in these kind of situations is pack and then live out of that suitcase for the week without grabbing too much other stuff from within inside the house. So that way you can know you got everything. But in this particular case, I'm going to an extremely familiar place. Um, I know Amesbury like back of my hand. Luis and I know which of the houses have people captured in the basement. We know which of the houses have the supporters who would probably try to shoot us. Yeah, so that just knowing that area, I don't have to do my typical setup because I know that if I want for something or need something, I can probably normally get that done, right? I know where all of the places are. We know where the hardware stores and other stores and things of that nature is at. So that is good. That is good. So yeah. Yeah, Amesbury shopping if we forget anything. Yeah, so everything is kind of sort of where we need it to be. And I have backup things at the office, so forth, so on and etc. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to our excursions. And Luis and Paul, you guys get there early enough that we can hit up a Portsmouth. I always call it Portsmouth. We can hit up Portsmouth for dinner. There's a lot of cool stuff popping off over there. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Um, a lot of crazy stuff has happened this week in tech, but this is going to happen. It's the end of Techtember and the beginning of Techtober. So just look forward to a lot of things coming out and being announced and upgraded this month. Um, Getting, prepped for the old cyber weekend. But as you may know, coming up on the day that I'm in the air, missing all the deals. Then it's deck December. Yeah, deck the halls with the boughs of holly. Oh, fa la 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 la. I tend to try to disappear 2 weeks out of December. I wait. I gotta tell you guys, I figured this out like 4 years ago, and actually it's more like three because we were locked down. But it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I like to leave the country in the middle 2 weeks of December or the last 2 weeks of December. And what that does is it eliminates all of the unnecessary holiday parties that you got to go to. Cause like it's exciting at first. You go and you see everybody like, woo, holiday party, get to see everybody. But after you say hi to everyone, I kind of just want to leave. But if you're the party person, you can't ever leave. So you got to be like one of the last ones because you're the one that starts the whole jump off. And I'm normally tasked with that. Like I'll go to some stupid holiday party just to be a guest, and then like, hey man, you got your iPad? Of course I got my iPad. Oh, can you DJ? Shucks, or whatever. So yeah, I like to completely leave the country. Don't have to go to any office holiday parties or club holiday parties or old reunions, all of that mess. I just be gone. They're like, oh, he can't invite him. He's in Japan. So That's kind of cool. That's a good way to get out of those things. So yeah, I do love me a Christmas, but I don't want to go to holiday parties. They just I don't know. They get on your last good nerves. Yes, the last 2 weeks of December, my family instantly remembers they have a daughter or a granddaughter or a niece. Yeah, yeah, it's super funny, right? Uh, so what I was going to say is getting ready for camp and stuff. Of course, the day that I'm going to be traveling, we have Prime Days popping off on Amazon, and so with the Prime Days in mind, I'm curious as to what you guys are looking for, but I want to hip you to some things that you should probably get. Like everybody goes for a lot of the big stuff, a lot of the tech stuff, whatever. But some of the things that you should probably be looking for if they happen to pop off for Prime Day sale. What's up, P? I see you sliding in. Would be um the dang, I just plugged it into this microphone so I can't show you. All the rest of them are already packed. But I just picked up, I got the box right here. I just picked up some new cables. Um, this is Southsun. I actually like this company. I think they're pretty good. I like U Green and JS Aux. Those are like my three favorites, but there's other guys out there. This is a USB 40 240 watts 8K cable. Okay. So the 40 gigabytes per second um, means that it transfers quickly. The 240 means it can handle up to 240 watts, which means it can handle 120 watts for fast charging an iPhone and most other things that fast charge. And then the 8K means you won't have as many dropouts when you plug your stuff in and you're like, why does my camera keep missing? Why is my camera doing this? Why is my camera doing that? Because people still have not got it through their Malones. I don't have a trash one because I normally got rid of most of them. The USB cables aren't just USB cables. Okay? Let me find something here. All right. Nope, that's HDMI. All right, here's an example. This looks like a dope cable. It's USB. It feels solid. Comes with these cool little black tips on it. So make sure you click on the YouTube admin. I'm joking. This cable looks like it will work everything. However, if you were to plug in one of these hard drives that likes to lose all your data, this transfer speed might be super slow. And that's because of this, not because of this. So, what I've been doing is slowly replacing all of these. I don't know what the spec is with these 240 by 40s, right? If you put majority of your cables on 240 by 40s, and you can see I have it plugged into this microphone here because it provides a nice thicker cable. It's braided. Wait, I don't use what do you call that thing? I don't use autofocus. So it's thicker, it's braided, it's a little less noisy. Normally on an MV7, if you tap the cable, you would hear the tap, tap, tapping, rapping at my chamber door. You don't really hear that because the cable is braided. So I'm telling you, while you're doing your what you call that thing? Black Friday shopping, right? What you want to do is even if you don't buy nothing crazy, you want to step up your game on the cable situation. Hey, come here. What are you doing, Chrome? Yo, Chrome is bugging. All right, here we go. I'll show you, Bix. I got a couple of the right order joints too. Yo, what is up, Hans? Good to see you, Ma. Hope everything is fine with you and the youngins. Um, Here, let me show you. Like I have, as you can see, I got tons of these, but I want to show you that this one I specifically got with the right angle twisty, and it was for when I have to use this because I like the cable to come out the side, right? Because I tend to put it on this side of the table, right? So I wanted it with that right angle. Also, this is really handy when I'm plugging into my MacBook because I can make the cable go that way, right? So if you have to plug your MacBook on the table, here, let me do it over top. if you have to plug your MacBook on the table, your MacBook screen is facing that way. You could take this one and go behind the desk, right? So a little right angulature can make your life a little bit more life, right? I got, little bitly in, small one over here. Um, and I got some that have a different type of right angle. So if you look at this version, get here. This one will, when I have this monitor and it's a portable monitor. So when the monitor is vertical, this is horrible. I like this. If you do put yours on the stand, you see it drops down. But for me, the monitor will be vertical. So on the side over here, that allows the cable to go backwards. You know what I'm saying? So again, I just bought new ones. You can see it right there. There is like good deals on this right now. It's only 5% off. It might pop up some more. If you don't need a 6 feeder, oh, I gotta let Paul back in. If you don't need a 6 feeder, cool. Get a 1 foot. Keep your table clean. But by replacing all of the crappy, like random esque USB cables that come with stuff with some good quality cables, you will have a lot less drama. 9 times out of 10, the drama is your cable is busted. But everybody just instantly goes to the hard stuff. Speaking of what Luis is speaking of, I do have these. It is in my little kit down here. These are direction changers, again, so you can see what that looks like. They're direction changers for when you plug it into your iPad or to your little monitor or something like that. I carry a set of these direction changers in my bag. They travel with me to ever which I go, but don't just buy the generic ones. Make sure you got the 40 gigabits per second. Like, it is super, super important, because if you get the wrong speed, it might make your device not work. You know what I'm saying? So you get your little combo. Get your little combo. And then look, this one comes with, actually, this is a new set. I like this set. Check this out. You got the vertical that allows you to pop the cable down, and then you got the regular stick out version. So, boom. I have that one too. See, sometimes you just forget the kind of crazy stuff that you can buy. So, yes, go in your prime day while you're looking. Don't just be looking for crazy stuff. Look for stuff like this. Also, I have these on deck. I have like 4 of these travel with me at all times. Um, People that came to camp last year, I showed you these. These are like hyper flexible little cables that allow you to like plug your drive into your phone and copy your images off. They're really small, but again, they're fast cables. Don't just look for random esque 100-watt cables. We're past that. You're looking for 240 by 40s. If that cable don't say that, don't buy it. That is a hardcore opinion. Don't buy it. Now, be careful, because there are some of these. Oh, I forgot. Bicky wanted the link. Bicky, I will just give you a Genero link, and from there, you can find the ones that have the right bends in it that you want. You might not need no bends. So if you don't need no bends, no Kirko bends, that's cool. If you need bends, we got bends. All right, so let me do this. Copy, go here, and then pop the old linky link in there for Big Meister. Bingo. I just like these. South Sun is cool company. Dang it, I just accidentally clicked the Zoom thing. Go away. I was trying to hit on Chrome. So stupid. Anyway, yeah, South Sun makes really cool cables. They make lots of adapters. I'll show you guys these right here. These little silver joints I have. These are older, so these ones are 10, but I literally would just buy these 10 at a time. As you can see, I haven't purchased it in a while, but I would legit buy these 10 at a time, because I was always giving them away to people whenever we're out and about. The last cool giveaway I had was really funny. I'm in the lounge. I'm in the Amex lounge at the airport in LA, and this guy, yo, my Spanish is terrible, because I'm not really around my people that often. But this guy was getting his heart ripped out by his esposa because he forgot he forgot the USB-C to A adapter. Okay, and they are Android people, and they were trying to plug in the phone into the charger in the Amex lounge, and she was reading him his rights. And so I just reached into my little thing over here and I handed him one of this. I was like, Mira. And then I handed it to him and he looked at it and he was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, yeah, yeah, go ahead. And when I was getting ready to leave, he was going to give it back. And I was like, no, you keep it, save your marriage. And he just cracked up laughing. And then she whacked him anyway. So, like, I always, these are so cheap, right? Like 2 for $7 bones. I would always keep these on deck, and you never know when you're going to need it, right? So, coming back from where did we go last? Oh, Atlanta. I'm in the Chase Lounge in Atlanta, and there was a mom and daughter traveling next to me. And the mom, she doesn't know about these little adapters, and she had got a brand new iPad. She got rid of the old one, and the daughter is playing. The daughter has everything charged in, and then the mom is like, "My cable doesn't fit," and she's like, "Mom, you got to use the other cable." She's like, "Well, I didn't bring that cable," and then she's like, "Oh," and so she's like, "Okay, you can have my cable." And the daughter was like dejected because she's playing the game, which is going to drain the battery. But if she leaves it plugged in, she could play the game, for the 2 hours that we're chilling in the lounge. And I was just like, hold on, wait. I leaned over and I gave her the adapter. And then she's like, "Oh, thank you. I'll give it back to you when I get ready to go." And I was like, "No, you could just keep it." And you make conversation, you meet with somebody, turns out she's in San Diego, she's in the real estate, like, made a decent connection with someone. So I like to keep these on deck and I carry them everywhere when I travel, because again, you never know. And I guarantee you, we're gonna be at camp and somebody gonna be like, "Hey man, you got an A to C adapter?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, in my pocket." Actually, Luis and Kathy would tell you when we was in Atlanta, we needed like 20 of these. I had 10. We didn't have the other 10, but it turns out like these always, always, always you need them. You just need them. So get in where you fit in. I particularly like the South Sun brand because they're metal. There are other brands out there that are probably cheaper. I just like that metal. The U Green ones are nice because they're smaller, so maybe when I replace these, I'll check these U Green ones out. But I don't know if the U Green ones are metal. I have to dig deeper into this description. But these are the things that you're gonna see on Prime Day that are just game changer. Now, see, I would be worried about this one. This one, not that it's gonna break or harm you in any way, shape, or form. It's a 3 pack for 7 bones, which is dope, but I don't think these are fast. So they'll be great for the connectivity, but it doesn't scream to me that it says that they're 10, right? Or 40. So yeah, these are great 3 pack. This is not dissimilar from what I gave you in your kit last year. Matter of fact, I think it's the same brand. Um, that I gave you guys in your kit last year, those aren't necessarily the fast ones. Those ones are the gift ones. So if you want, make sure make sure it says the 10 GBS and you're looking for USB 3.2. Now in the chat, is there anybody? I understand if you are, I will not throw you any shade. Is there anybody who is confused on USB 3.0 versus USB 3.1 versus USB 3.2? I get it. There's a huge difference. Also, Thunderbolt 3, Thunderbolt 4, USB 4, it's almost the same, slightly different. For these particular purposes, those are interchangeable, right? So normally what I am looking for is Thunderbolt 4 slash USB 4 because I know it goes all the way backwards to everything else. Just a little something, something. I love you, Kathy. I love you. Boom. Yo, my man Stu, you know what I'm packing today? My merino stuff. All right, cool. Let me let me give Kathy the answer to this question. I'm bringing my OP3 to camp. What is the number one stunner accessories? I'm gonna give you a couple. I'm gonna give you a couple, and then man, listen, Paul, I gotta move your face over here because I keep whenever I'm in the going to the Chrome window to get to Amazon, I keep clicking on the Zoom version of Chrome trying to scroll it It doesn't scroll. Maybe I should hide self view. That will solve that problem. Hold on. There. Now it's only Paul. Okay. So first thing I'm going to show you is the Falcam F22. Bingo, bango, pick a mango. Falcam F22 quick release. I believe my pocket is upstairs, Kathy. Yes, my pocket is upstairs, but I can show you that these right here, this quick release is the fastest way to get your OP3 on and off a tripod, right? I have tons of them, right? This is the money move. You talk about Cardi Beezy making money moves. This is the money moves. Let me get you to the one that I just picked up in June. It's a little smaller, or July. Let me copy this and give this to Kathy. Now, this is not specific to the OP3. Any of you guys that got small-ish cameras, these are work for you too. But I just use these on my OP3. I use it on my X4, my X3, my Go 3S. I use them on everything, right? So Ulanzi and Falcam are the same. They're the same company. Falcam is okay. Lexus, Toyota. Falcam is Lexus. Ulanzi is Toyota. That's it. But they're basically the same. Falcam is a little bit more, I won't call it bougie, a little bit more polished, a little bit whatever, but they're part of the same family. Bear and Archer, who work at Falcam, are probably really good friends with William over at Ulanzi, or they're like cousins, but super cool people. Eden and I had fun hanging out with them back in the old days of NAB. But yeah, this is a super good piece of tech. I will show you real quick what it looks like. Is you have this little doohickey right here. Hey, you know what? We got to go overhead today. I keep forgetting I don't have autofocus turned on. So here you see my little small DJI handle. And what you do is it slides right in. Boom. Push the button, slides right off. It is super quick. It is good to go. And then, oh, look at this. Did y'all see that? Look at that. He ready. He ready. Hey, don't be looking at my secret squirrel cable connection. But yeah, so I'm going to put that on your list. That's up there. That is up there. Let's go to some more. I also have, boom, 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 my little backpack over here. As you can see, I am packing my, come on, and it gotta be Royals. Hey, y'all ain't ready? Look at that. Look at that tech case. It's purple. I have a black one too. This. There we go. Osmo Pocket 3. These ones are from Neewer, but you got the Black Pro Mist and you got 8, 16, 32 plus CPL. It is kind of bright when the sun is working over there, so having these little snap-on filters is good. What's really cool about these joints is they're stackable, so you can, the magnets are bitey, you can stack them together, right? If you need to double up. There you go. So I like that too. That one's better. This is not a Neewer. This is some weird brand that I bought, and I don't like it. So that's why it's in here. But yeah, the Neewer ones are stackable. So if you need to stack them, but I would definitely get, if you don't have the built-in Black Pro Mist that came from Black, well, not Black Magic. What the hell's the name of this company? DJI. If you don't have the Pro Mist, I would get one. Pro Mist makes everything look better. That actually normally when I'm not using the ND, that one lives on my camera because it does make things pretty, right? It knocks back. You know what it is the Pocket 3, as dope as it is a really sharp camera. So by putting on that little mist filter, it knocks some of that off. It makes it look a little bit less computerized. This is the exact same thing for the Go 3S. So these are Freewell, but same thing. Just This is the clear one that came off the Go 3S. Because I've been doing some sunset shots recently, I have the 16 on my camera right now. But these are good. Magnetical. Slap it back up in here. Okay? Super good. Here's one you won't know about. You got to get the flat tissue pack because this one's almost done. But you know what it is? Yo, when you get old and you get allergies, you can't be walking around with a snotty nose pushing 60. You look real stupid. So get the Kleenex flat packs. These will be on sale on Prime Day for sure. But I like it because it fits nice. You butterfly it, it goes right in the back of here. You know what I mean? Boom. Always Sharpie on deck inside the bag. And then, yeah, I'm still packing, so I don't have everything in here yet. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, another cool thing to look for if you fly, this is the Airfly. Now there's a couple different companies that sell it, but it basically plugs into the back of the aerial plane, and then this allows you to Bluetooth headphone listen to whatever's on that screen instead of them stupid, cheap headphones that they give you. So this is the Airfly. Get it crooked. There you go, the Airfly. But there's a bunch of brands out now. As you can see, mine has been beat all to hell, but it works like a champ. This one will actually, because it's the Airfly regular, this is the Pro, I mean, this one let me set 2 sets of headphones. So like when we're in Japan, I could put me and Emma on the same one while we watch Marvel movies on the plane. All right, what else? Osmo Pocket 3. Oh, I got one more. Hold on. This one is not in the list, but it is hands down one of my favoriteest things for the Osmo Pocket 3. This ain't Amazon oriented. Wait. Here we go. My man Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Listen. Scotty makes stuff, and Cuz is good. Matter of fact, he just sent me one of the new pieces, which I'm going to bring to camp. But on the Osmo Pocket 3, I bought the big, beefy, strong one. And whenever I carry this thing around with me at wherever I go, people always ask, damn, son, like, what is that? How is it so dope? How can I get one? Right? And so I tell them about Scotty Make Stuff. So what you do first is you come in and you kind of pick a case. Now, I have this one with the battery extension. Only $40, right? But this is cool. So I have it with the extension. It comes with a nice cover. Everything is protected. It's 3D printed, strong as a bomba clot ox, like nothing's going to break. It protects the living crap out of your equipment. And it has places to put these cold shoe mounts on the side. It has tripod quarter 20 points, like here on the bottom, on the bottom, on the back side. When you flip this round, come on, flip round. There's one back here. There's one back there. So lots of different ways to get yourself situated, right? So that's the bigger, beefier one. Scotty saw my review, and then he was like, yo, tell me what you thought about it. And I was like, man, this is the greatest thing ever. Look at that one, Luis. I just seen this. This is cool. Homie just like strapped it to his back. It kind of like Alien versus Predator, but that's actually pretty cool with the Z-axis. That is actually pretty sick. I like this 4th axis mount. I may have to try one of these. Anyway, so I was just telling him, like, it's great, but for the type of traveling that I'm going to be doing with the family, because I took it with me to Japan, I probably want a skinnier one. So he sent me the small one, right? This is the Slim Daddy. So it's basically the same concept, not as many mounting points, but lighter in the pocket, smaller. And so this is probably what most people need. I tend to go overkill when I'm trying to protect my gear, so that's why I bought the big one. But he sent me this, and then because he knows I have the big one, he also sent me this other piece, which is the handles. So I got a set of handles for them, which I'll bring to camp. So I have this rig right here now, right? I just put my own thing up there, put my own light up there, but I'm gonna be able to rig this out. So I'll show you guys at camp. This is currently what I have connected to my Osmo Pocket. And again, under normal circumstances, it doesn't make it very pocketable. But for us running and gunning at camp and wanting to be able to just have a good purchase on my camera while I'm shooting and things like that, this is how I'm going to set it up. So I'm going to set it up with the dual handles. But by all means, go check out scottymakestuff.com, and then in the comments and be like, how you heard about it, be like, that fool Doc Rock sent me over here. And then Scotty would know that he was nice to send me stuff, and and boom. You know what I'm saying? So it's super, super dope. Super dope. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let me get back over here and check on the Chizzy real quick as I'm showing you cool stuff to buy for Black Friday. Yes, they are a must. There's the Ulanzi one with the mini ball, so you don't have to get both if you don't need it. Yeah. I have the Ulanzi ones too. So again, Ulanzi and Falcam are the same company. Ulanzi is the Lexus version. I'm sorry, Falcam is the Lexus version of Ulanzi, but they're very much in partnership. I think they started as two and they decided to start working together. Yo, fam, the Ulanzi tripod game. Let's go back. Thank you, Kathy. I will go back over here. Listen, I want to show you how psycho I have been about Ulanzi tripods. Ulanzi M44. M40. Listen, watch this. M44, you purchased it. MT70, you purchased it. MT79, you purchased it. Like I got all of them joints. And look, and here's the crazy part. This is so bananas to me. 1, 2, 3 different Ulanzi tripods, still cheaper than any one I would have bought, all more useful than any one I would have bought. I normally, under normal circumstances, would never buy a cheap tripod because I don't want to see my camera fall and hit the ground. But for what these are for, small light cameras like the action cameras, like the Insta360 Go, like the Insta360 X4, even my Fuji X100 VI, like I am going to throw up, a $1,600 camera, actually $1,700 camera on a little tripod. Yeah, because it's not that heavy. These have been clutch, especially this one that's technically not a tripod. It's a light stand, but this thing is clutch. Like it is so handy and versatilian, and you can just get down with the get down real quick. Doesn't take up a lot of space, packs nicely, not too heavy. If these hit, whether they hit the sale or not, just cop that, cop that, cop that. The one Kathy is talking about is what I'm using on the daily basis. And as you can see, like Angelique said, it has a tiny little ball head, kill the crazy ball heads, right on the top. This is my everyday stunner. My everyday stunner. $25. Like, don't even trip. Just get in where you fit in. And they even have white for those of y'all people that insist on such a thing. So, Ulanzi MT44 extendable phone tripod situation. Save the drama for your mama. Vote for Kamala. Just get there like swimwear. This guy is a game changer. And I know we say that way too much, but this guy is game changer all day, every day. Like it is legit that good. It is so good. So good. You fly. I'm fly. Yo, yo, it is really crazy. There's so many um good images that are coming out these little cameras. Like it's kind of crazy. Thank you, Paul. As Paul stated to you, links provided here may be free resources, paid resources, or affiliate links. If you purchase through these affiliate links, a commission may be generated, but your cost will not increase. I guess I should change that to like normal human English. That sounds a little bit crazy. And you gotta be royals. Let's see. Yeah, the Airfly is a game changer. I think if when someone asks me for Christmas, like what's going to be the number one stunning Christmas gift, unless they come out with an OP4, I'm going to say again, it's the Osmo Pocket 3. And if I remember correctly, I had mine last Christmas because I think I took it with me to Japan in Christmas. So, yes, I know I did, as a matter of fact, because I put the Scotty case on it. Listen, it is hands down my favorite content creation camera. So that's why I bought this, because even though I have this and the Go 3S, the newer black one, I got this because there's something about living in one app. Going back and forth between the apps kind of drive me bananas. And as dope as this is, something about the action camera that has a little bit more je ne sais quoi. So it was between this and the Ace Pro. And just when I was about to order the Ace Pro, this announcement came out. And so I just copped this instead. But we will see. We're going to play. We're going to play at camp. Luis says that does look cool. You know what? It matches mine's on the side. You know what? I'm going to take a moment to humble brag, just so you guys know. I think Luis, a couple people that follow me, yo, I've been lifting every day this week. I've been closing the living out of them rings. I've been kicking them. I got rings like LeBron now. I've been in the gym working on my fitness. So I'm proud of that. I think I'm officially 7 pounds less than I was. But yeah, there's that. Yeah, the MV44 will support the ZV-1. I got to tell you what, I miss my ZV-1. I just do. And I love my Fuji. My Fuji game is incredible. They're beautiful. I am kind of wishing I still had my RX. What ZV-1 is a dumbed down version of what was the RX 3, which was almost 4,000, like $3,500 camera, but it was really small, and everybody looked at it like there's no way that camera's that expensive. Yeah, I miss that camera. I should have never got rid of it, but boom. I love that one. Take 4 of them with me when I travel with the 40-watt lights. Boom. Yes, actually, let's see where Paul wrote. Let's see what Paul wrote. I think I'm gonna cop a small Ulanzi. I'm gonna copy a flat Ulanzi and ship it to camp. Anyway, links provided may include free to pay resources as well as affiliate links. If you make a purchase through affiliate, I may earn commission, but it won't affect your costs. Okay, Paul. That's a little better. That's a lot better. Why are you talking to Luis? Yes, thank you, Obs. I have been spending a lot of time in there throwing them weights. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you, Stuart. Yo, Wixie, I'm not doing 75 hard with you and AT though. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. I did tell myself today though that I think this is stupid. I'm gonna say it out loud just in case I do it, but if I don't do it, I ain't gonna be mad at me either. I might start hitting the 2-a-days. But I don't know, man. I thought about it this morning right before I came down. I was like, yo, let me go get in a quick set and then go do the stream and then come back. And what happened was YouTube. I started watching YouTube and then that was the end of that. That was the end of that. Hank is coming through. What is up, Hank? Hey, you know what is funny? Hank, Kathy, George. I think George is here. I didn't see Roy yet. I think the thing that everybody is working on this week is they got to get their logos and whatnot together so they can be ready for camp. And I was like, yo, we had a logo before we had anything else. Like we came through in the pinch. Boom. Look at that. Now I got to tell you guys a little secret. That, my friends, is clean. But what happened was, as AG says, I actually pulled off the OG and I didn't keep it. Maybe I can find it. So I'll show you how clean that is. But this is what we're talking about, gang. Let me leave that there for a second. This is what we're talking about here. Let me see if I can find this. I'm gonna go to your Chisel BTD. I generated the original idea using Cheapity, but it wasn't clean though. So what I did was I cleaned it up, right? The original idea came from GPD and is aight, is aight, but it was a little messy, right? So what I did was go into Illustrator and make it cute though, But if you're not an Illustrator person, that does not mean for 1 second you can't hit somebody up. You see what I'm saying? So you guys, if you watch Marshall Creates, Marshall has done something similar to this, where you get your generalized concept and then you go into your Illustrator, your Canva, whatever. Even in Canva, you could recreate this in Canva. As a matter of fact, I would challenge any of you royals that are Canva oriented to go recreate something like this in Canva. You probably can do it, but Illustrator works. So I made ours clean. And just to show you how clean it is, like Kathy said, she got her shirt. Her shirt came through. But let me go in here and give you an idea of what we are working with. Boom. Let me air drip this over here. Air drip to the computer. Boom. And then let me air drip this to the computer. New DJI stuff already dropped. It's the Osmo Action 5, which I got. I just showed everybody. And then listen, people. Look at that. They talk about they got to create their logos this week or whatever. We done. We are done. Yo, we are done. And then Paul said, oh, you didn't have to spend that much time. They just had to do it. So you don't get any extra credit for being fucking dope. And then I want to beat up Paul and Caleb. But it's not nice to beat up old people. so I kind of cried into my pillow last night because I stayed up late working on a damn video for no reason. But you know what? I have a level of, what do you call that? A level that you have to get to. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. I don't know about the rest of y'all. Y'all coming to camp loose-handed. Your man's is like, boom, come on, let's get to the end. Look. Yo, they still trying to figure out what they're going to do. Hey, we are ahead of the game. So, Kathy, Hank, tell AG to go somewhere. That's what y'all can do. Tell AG to go somewhere. We're in there like swimwear. Paul is laughing over here. That was elder abuse. Y'all abused this old man's because I was up at all hours of the night over here high. You know what? I think the flu shot makes you temporarily high. I was tripping. I might have been hallucinogenic. I hadn't taken one of those for years, but it kind of messed me up. No, there was no gummy bears that day, Paul. I promise. There's no gummy bears. So I'm super, super stoked. But yeah, if again, let's see. Who said that? Somebody said they had. Oh, Bicky said he had a bunch of stuff hiding in his cart. I'm curious what you guys are looking at for the old Amazon day, if anything. Shut up. Yo, Aubrey, it didn't hit me until the second day. Everybody's going to be different, but it hit me the second day. I see reputation is proceeding because Luis and Paul and Kevin are calling me out. Look, you see what Hank said, Paul? He said he was looking healthy for his age. Man, how much did you pay Hank to say that? Oh man, yo, I never. You know, AD, it's funny when you say that because I used to go on Yelp reviews and yell at people who would swear that they got food poisoning from some stuff that they ate, and I was like, "Nah, man, real deal Holyfield food poisoning will put you in the hospital." Because when I was in the army, it happened a lot just because we had no choice but to eat weird stuff sometimes. It is one of the worst things. Food poisoning, neurovirus. The worst things that you can deal with. It's like projectile coming out of each end, weak, fever, can't stand up, can't hardly sleep. Because as soon as you get your eyes closed, you're like, oh, Bubble gut, gotta run. Yo, worst thing. Cannot stand it. I only had it happen once, and I never wanted to happen again. Actually, I take it back. It was twice. Maybe like 6 months ago, I was working really late, and I went into the local shop down here to get a sandwich. For some reason, they had a special. They had hot chicken sandwich. So I said, boom, I bought it. Going through, it's good, right amount of spice, right amount of pickle, right amount of sweet in there. I got to the middle and it was like a frozen bite of chicken. And I got about 3 chews in when I noticed there was cold chicken. I spit it out. Got sick as a dog for 2 days. Like, yo, which is really crazy. Not to be a conspiracy theorist, I have eaten chicken sashimi in Japan, no problem. But it's America and how bad we handle our chickens. Never, ever eat slightly cooked chicken in the US and they. It's super stupid. Super stupid. What else we got here for camp? Yeah, that's it. That's it. I've been looking for. Luis said he was looking for a NAS. I was going to say Nas. All you need is one mic. I was looking for a fast, portable drive. I've always been about these Corsair 10 Pros and the 9 Pros, and I've come to the conclusion that for Mac OS, it doesn't make a difference to buy the 10 Pro, the 9 Pro, or the 9. We're going to get the same speed because we don't have USB 3.2 2x2, which I got to go back and explain for Stuart. But I still like to get the 10 Pros because it's $20 more for metal body and waterproof case. So those are good. Yeah, in a couple of restaurants, you can get raw chicken sushi in Japan, and it's actually pretty good. But Japan has very, very stringent rules about chicken, which is why it's safe. We don't have those rules, so it's not safe. Um, so Japan has a concept that's called jidori chicken. So when you see, actually, you might see it on restaurants here in the U.S. because some places are trying to do it. I bet you if you go down to the Belladonna or the Donna Bella or whatever, they probably have some places with jidori chicken. But it means that the chicken can only come to you from within 100 miles of where you're eating it at. So what happens is your body can handle the local flora and fauna because that's just the way our bodies work, which is why you always want local honey within 50 to 100 miles. You want local chicken within 50 to 100 miles, local eggs within 50 to 100 miles, and local milk to with 50 and 100 miles. If you can do that, you will have a much better immune system. Going to the grocery store and just buying what's on the shelf that came from way, way, way somewhere yonder is what causes us actually to get sick. Our bodies lose that ability to protect itself. Cool thing about living in Texas, living in the Bay, you can normally get those things from definitely within your area. And so if you do the jidori concept for that, so I tend to eat Hawaii local eggs only. I try not to get mainland eggs. And I definitely only mess with Big Island honey when possible. But yeah, those are good. So in Japan, the reason why you can get chicken sashimi is because their chickens don't have any antibiotics, they don't have any shots, they don't raise, deformed chickens for bigger breasts and bigger legs. It's just whatever comes out comes out. So they just don't do weird shit like that. Um, I just saw something recently that in UK, most of the EU, Japan, Korea, there's some 1,700 chemical food additives that are completely outlawed that are 100% legal in the US. Like our FDA is not helpful for us. So anyway, let's not go too far crazy. But yeah. Yeah, it's actually good too, Rich. It seems crazy. I've had chicken sashimi, horse sashimi, yeah, of course, regular sashimi, octopus, s- shrimps. Like you get raw shrimp all the time. Like, yeah, it's different. Anyway, is there a wide angle filter for the Pocket 3 that you seem to like? I don't like the one that they made, and I think that has jaded me from checking any other ones. But yeah. You, dude, McD's fries have 19 ingredients. Yo, Silicon Power is the bomb, broski. They're really, really good. Oh, here we go. Mr. Cameron Luis said, I bought Silicon Power 4 terabyte MV is still going strong. Yeah, those drives are really, really good. Okay, so going back to what you said, Paul, this is what not that page. We want this page. So this is the core man, dang it. I forgot the name. Crucial. There you go. After I'm trying to type, you want the X10 Pro. Crucial X10 Pro. So we won't get the fullest capabilities of the speed of the X10 Pro because you can see it does 21. But the reason why it does 21 is because on a PC, it can actually take advantage of the USB 3.2 2x2. But on the Mac, we don't got that. And it's not a real Thunderbolt drive. So it has the capability to be a Thunderbolt drive, but it's not that real. And you know what? And nothing on here really tells you that it's going to pull out that crazy speed on the Mac. It just ain't. But it works. It works flawlessly. Like it's amazing. You can definitely buy the cheaper version, which is the 10. I'm sorry, the X9. Where'd it go? External SSDs. Ooh, look, here's something new. SSDs for Mac. Oh, so this one might actually get there. They've actually made a Mac version. Nope, still 1050. And again, 1050 covers 4K, right? I like my drives fast as hell. So because you never know what's ahead. But you see, it's USB 3.2, which will give you the 1050. The ones, okay, Stuart, backing up, the ones that are USB 3.0, they're only going to do like 450, 500. Some of them might state 750. But the reason why that speed matters, those speeds will just sort of like play edge game with 4K. They're not good for sustainable 4K, right? So, as you can see in the price difference, if we kick it back a little notch, like that's 20 bones more. Actually, that's 2 terabytes. It's 20 bones more to basically get the metal body and waterproof. Oh, not proof, resistant, water resistant, dust resistant metal case. I'm gonna spend a little bit of extra. But if you want a same drive speed, quality, oh, you going the wrong direction, dummy. Same speed, quality, drive game, whatever, but in a plastic case, boom, here you go. Just get that. You know what I'm saying? The 2 terabiscuit versions actually pretty cheap. Um, I just love these. Everybody's about these Samsungs. I like them, but the Crucial is tiny, bruh. The Crucial is so small that if you guys remember last year at camp, I had it stuck on the back of my phone rig because it's that tiny. It's like really, really good. So I like these. There's nothing wrong with the Samsung ones. I have a tinier Lexar, which is good. I have been since steering away from the SanDisk, and somehow I lost the 2 terabyte Extreme Pro. I have no idea where it went. I think I gave it to Caleb with some footage on it, and it never came back. So maybe they have two, because I bought them for the team, and then I don't know where mine went. But I don't even care because these ones were giving up the ghost on people and like losing their data. Mostly it was on the 4 terabyte versions, but as you can see, purchased in November 22. Some of the 2 terabytes were having the same. I think Paul's 2 terabyte ate it. So yeah, I stay away from the SanDisk on those particular drives. So stick to Crucial, and then to June and Luis's point, Silicon Power is the business now. These are SP MVNEs. I have a couple of naked MVNE cases, and so I've been looking at getting uh, the M2 to put inside those cases. I have a couple different places where they would work. I'm looking for the little one. There you go, like this. So pretty decent. And what's cool is now these are so small. Dude, the 2 terabyte is 134. I have a case for this that's like a little keychain, and you could just hang it on your keychain. But This is what's basically hiding in a lot of these like game machines or whatever that have built-in uh SSD memory. So yeah, Silicon Power is a good look. Luis will stand by it. You can go after him later. Yo, 1 tera biscuit for 64? June, just do the 59, bro. Look, Silicon Power, 1 tera biscuit, $59. Bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. 59 bucks. Just get the 2 terabyte, June. 134.99. Come on, son. I'm using the Crucial X10 Pro. Samsung with the wallet and the MagSafe. Oh, that's cool. Boom. Oh yeah, Gretchen said, "Don't remind her of that nightmare." Man, listen, losing that data, son, it's enough to make your blood curl. Before I go, one last recommendation for Prime Day. Hold on, I can reach it. You got it. Come out, shit. Here we go. Now, this one is going to save your butt, okay? And if I remember correctly, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. Sorry. You need a V90 card? Well, turns out, my little brother, I know you're leaving, and you know I just sold my A7. So, for your little trip, going to the motherland, just come downstairs. Right now, I'm about to jump off the stream and take these with you to Korea. Okay? 2 V90, 128s. So just bring your little ass down them steps. Love you. See, sometimes it's nice to have a brother when your brother is nice. But when the younger brother is an asshole, never mind. It's a family affair. Okay, let me stop tripping. Gang, this is going to save your bacon. And it has been a hot minute. I don't remember because I've been Marriotting over there recently. But inside this little alpaca case, by the way, it's definitely worth having one of these. Inside the alpaca case is the lifesaver for all travel needs. Bingo. This should probably be on Prime Day. Probably. This is my friend Beryl, just like the hurricane. This guy is, oh my God, I cannot tell you how much I love this thing. BERYLAX. All right, boom. Let me show you what this is about. So in the telly, you might have a cord. When we were in Caleb and I, we were in LA, and then the Wi-Fi inside the Marriott, Mickey Mouse Marriott, was slow as dog whatever. So, what I discovered behind the TV, behind the desk, is the little white Lucent box. Sometimes it's a Ruckus, sometimes it's a Lucent, sometimes it's a Cisco, but there'll be a white box, and it has 4 cable spots. Okay, so I took this little guy, and then I have these really small cables. I'll show you. They pack well. These are from Unify, and the reason why these Unify ones are legit is because they're hella thin. but these are fast. These are Cat 6 cables designed for 10 gig networks. These are quick, but they're thin and the neck is pliable on purpose. You know what I mean? So what you do is you get yourself one of these and one of these, and you put them in your little suitcase. This weighs less than your moisturizer. But you plug this guy in, and the internet speed was ridiculous. It was like 200 squared. The Wi-Fi speed was like 10 by 20. I mean, it was mad slow. Useless. But just plugging this in, it works. Now, let's say you go to a telly where that box is hidden. You can't find it. It's underneath something behind the TV. You can't pull the furniture out. This guy will connect to the hotel Wi-Fi and allow you to have a Wi-Fi in your room. So if you're anywhere near my room, you're going to see some random Star Wars name. You won't know the password, but that'll be the internal Wi-Fi that I built in my room using this. Why does that matter if the internet speed is slow? Because I need to copy things from here to my phone, from here to my computer, my AirDrop between the computers, just standard issue network movements that happen right inside the room. I'm updating these Apple photos or moving something around, whatever. The internal network will be quick, right? This will build that internal network. Here's the other thing. I don't know about the Hilton, but Marriott, most cases, doesn't do this. And Jay Pitty is right. Jay Pitty is right. Come here. It also gives you an extra line of protection because it has WireGuard and it has a little firewall built in. But some hotels will allow you to connect 2, 3, maybe 4 devices, and anything past that, it won't connect. Problematic: computer, iPhone, iPad, watch, maxed out. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to have that issue. So with this little in right here, it builds that internal network. So even if your thing only allows you to do one, boom. Now here's one more. Let's say I'm in room 408 with Mr. Garrison. And let's say Paul is in 407 and Louise is in 406. And say we at one of them hotels where it's like $10 a day to make the network faster. Cool. I would go into Paul's room because he's in the middle. I would pay the $10 to make it faster for that week. It's going to cost us $70, but this will provide Luis and I with the speed. So if you're traveling with your youngins, y'all in the adjoining rooms, you know, whatever, this, like, let's trust me. There's a whole bunch of reasons why this is the absolute must for anyone that travels anywhere. There is a brand new version out by TP-Link, which is a more known company. I would go as far as to say maybe even a more reputable company. However, I like this one. But TP-Link, this has been out for a minute under a bunch of different joints. Let me put the link in there for you, Yolanda. But if TP-Link came out and copied it and tried to make it cheaper, that's because they know it's good. So TP-Link is a good brand. I've used a lot of TP-Link in my commercial setups when I build commercial setups with people. I had TP-Link equipment myself for a hot minute before I switched everything to Unify. But if TP-Link is copying this from GLI.net, then now it is bona fide. Or as they say in Yolanda's business, it presents bona fides. I don't know if that's true. I just made that up. I think June said he has the baby one, the Opal. This is just a older version, but yeah, it doesn't have Wi-Fi 6. So the one that I have is newer. It has Wi-Fi 6. Everything else is the same, but this one doesn't have Wi-Fi 6. And then Paul had asked about. You asked about the black one, right, Paul? Should you get the slate or the barrel? Didn't you ask me that before? The slate one is also good. I forgot why I picked the barrel over the slate, but I think it had to do with how big of a network you could create. but they're very similar. The Slate was more expensive and didn't provide me with the extra stuff that I needed. It wasn't going to be helpful. I think it had an overall faster Wi-Fi guard experience at 550 versus bingo, bingo, bingo. Where's my Wi-Fi guard speed? 300. Yeah, that's what it was. The Wi-Fi guard speed was faster. It wasn't worth double the price for what I'm finna do with it. You know what I mean? Um, the hotel room prawn can only get to you so quick. But yes, it is a built-in server, everything. So what happens is this guy connects to that page. You know that page from the hotel where it goes, "Would you like to sign in? Put your room number and your name." This guy captures that hotel page for you. I don't know if they have a picture of it on here, but it captures that hotel page for you. That connects to the hotel Wi-Fi, and then everything else, you build your own little network. It's super easy to use. The app that goes on your phone is gangster. If you want to save money and not listen to me, by all means, go ahead and get the TP link because it's cheaper. This wasn't out when I got mine. The funny thing about it, had this been out when I bought the GLI, I would have bought the TP link because I know the name, and I would have missed out on how good the GLI is. And right now, check it out. There's an additional $10 savings. So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all this because this might be worth a look. Just due to the fact that it's gonna be $49 after this extra savings if you get that coupon. So, maybe the thing. June has the older Opal and he is saying something. Bingo bango. If you're not looking for top speed, just trying to circumvent things, you just need the Opal. Yeah. So the Opal is basically, yeah. So the Wi-Fi 6 is because I'm often working from the hotel, not just traveling. So if you do want a really cheap one, listen to my brother and grab the Opal version, which is basically this guy's little brother. So my little brother has the little brother version of this. Never mind. It's stupid. Ooh, there's a new one. I don't need it. Ooh, there's a brand Nubian over here that is screaming with the speeds. I don't know. That's the Slate. I thought it was new. Never mind. That's the Slate. They just didn't label their stuff good. Where the hell did the Opal go? I seen it. There it is. $35. $35. So, Yolanda, you probably don't need all the crazy speed. If you want to just save yourself a little cake, listen to my brother and just get this in. It's cheaper. And I'm only going to say this once. We're all going to be in the same telly. So if you get stuck, knock on Luis's door. He will help you. You see what I did? I threw Luis under the bus. Oh, okay. You did buy the TP link. Dude, yo, we got to make a combo video when we get there to show like which one is which. Because I'm telling you, the best thing ever, Keely bought one and took it to Europe with her while she was there. And she was like, yo, this thing is the shit. And I'm like, I told you. It is literally one of the best things. Oh, Paul, you said you couldn't find this? Oh, you know why? I bought it from Unified Direct. Hold on, let me see. Man, you live in the Bay. You should be able to walk into stores and buy Unify. Actually, though, are you pretty far from what is it? 4th and Folsom? You're muted. Okay, never mind. Yeah, one of the oldest computer stores in the planet is there. They probably have them in stock, but you can always hit them up and see if they mail it to you for cheap. I want to call it Computer Chronicles. That is the name of a TV show. That's not it. Century Computers, maybe. It's one of the oldest computer stores in the planet. It's on 4th and Folsom, right? Not that far from the Moscone Center. See, I wasn't always high in the Bay. Okay, I lied. Yeah, it was. Oh, there you go. I got it. CompuData. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Okay, look, they got it on Amazon. You just got to get the black ones. This one is really short, but for this particular case, it's fine. So what you're looking for is Ubiquiti Networks Unified Ethernet patch cable. Let me see if they got longer ones. Oh, it says Ubiquiti patch cable. Let's just do the search now. Amazon search, they now got Rufus. Rufus ignorant. He's not that smart too. There we go. Boom. Ubiquiti 5 meter. Damn, that was, what is this one? This one is, oh, it's the exact same cable. This is a 3 meter. So the one I have is a 3 meter. This is a 5 meter. But you're just going to probably have to look under the brand Ubiquiti Networks instead of Unify, which is the same thing. And I don't know anybody else who's making these. I'm sure Unify did not spend any money making these. I'm sure they bought it from somebody. Look, Monoprice. Monoprice doesn't have the jacket, but it does have the thin cable, though. And, of course, you know Monoprice is going to be cheap. Cat 6 rated, super skinny. So, yeah, look into these skinny cables. They're a thing now. Again, the thing that I like about this Ubiquiti cable is that the neck is bendy and you can make it do what you want. Because, you know, sometimes you can't get the device close enough to the table, or you got to, like in a hotel, if you're trying to get it in that white box, you're going to be bending under some furniture. So I like the fact that I could bend the neck and then use that as a fulcrum to push it into the slot, if that makes any sense. Yo, cool as a pool. Cool as a pool. These are the ones. These are the ones. June got a whole spool of Cat 6. I just finished my last spool. Because what I do, when you know how to make cables, I would just make cables at whatever length I want. And then when I need a cable, if I can't find one, I just go make a cable real quick because it's so fast. I legit just ended the last spool because I reran the cable. I like just making cables. It's so quick. But these Ulanzi ones are pretty. I have the short one, which this one is a 3 meter. I have a short one right here on the desk because it's normally connected to the Rodecaster video. Come here. In the nomenclature, there is an M. It'll be called something M RJ45. That is the length. So this is a little end that I normally have connected to the Rodecaster video. And again, same thing. It has the cool little flexible head. So yeah, I just when these came out, I had ordered my Switch, and when I ordered my Switch, I got like 15 of these little cables, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna just keep these on deck. They're super handy. You know, it's funny, not something that people talk about in the streaming world or the content creating world. Everyone is always going on about camera and lenses and all that other stuff. The most important part of the process is your network. If you're sitting on a 4 or 5-year-old router, it's too slow because they degrade over time, number one. But your cable company has probably upgraded speeds, and you might not be able to hit them with your current equipment. So about a year ago, little more than a year ago, we got gig fiber in our building, but all of my stuff was set for about a max of 450 megabits per second. So if I had one thing plugged in my house, I could get 900 by 900. But all I had to do was update the router, and then I get that full action. So In my house, I use one of these, right? Everybody likes these little Batwing configuration things. I can't stand these things. Number one, they look stupid. Number two, they look stupid. And I can't have that in my house. I'm gonna have it. I mean, we're in Hawaii. I can't hide it somewhere in the closet. It's on the table. So I use plus I just love Unify equipment. That shit is good. I use a Dream Router. It's fast as the blazes, dual band Wi-Fi 6, quick as hell. This just updating the router basically doubled my internet speed. And people are forever sitting on old Wi-Fi equipment, calling Ecamm, talking about why their stream is dropping. Because your old network, homie, step your game up. That's the one thing. Yeah. No, I want to say cables are cables, but this is not true. You definitely want a Cat 6 cable at this point. You will see some that say Cat 8, which is fine. If I'm in a cable that long, Hank, normally I'm making it, but if you can buy something from Unify, I would recommend them in a heartbeat. I think their stuff is delicious. Even plugged in, it should still be the same because the maximum throughput of the chip is the maximum throughput of the chip. So even without the Wi-Fi, Luis, it was slowing me down. But I get your point. No, Cat 5e is it for entertainment purposes. Yo, Paul, that is super funny. Let me see if these guys have a 75-footer. Belden, some of the best cables in the business. Again, I am super stoked with Ubiquiti Tough Cable. I am super stoked with Cable Direct is good. Cable Matters is good. I like JS Links. Here we go, 8 meters. That's the answer. 8 meters. Yo, why is my math not going to work? I can't do this in my head right now. Siri, what is 8 meters in feet?
8 meters is 26.25 feet.
That's only 26.25 feet. Yeah, it's super funny that Hank asked that question because normally if I'm making anything over 20 feet, I'm gonna just make the cable myself. So you might I don't know if Ubiquiti even has one this long. Let me look it up on their actual website. Oh yeah, because Corey is 6'6" and his nickname is Knee Meters. So yeah. Oh, the maximum that they have is 8. That's the longest. Good Lord. Yeah, I would just stick with Cable Matters. Mono price is good, bro. Honestly, because you don't want to spend too much on this mess. Just get a mono price, bro. Just go to mono price. Um, hell, if you got a local computer store where there's nerds in there that can make you a cable, just go in there and get you a cable made. Yeah, that was the same. I was just saying if there was something longer, but yeah, I normally don't like buying cables that long. Boom. He's a cable ties. Dude, that's it. I'm done shopping. I'm gonna go drink coffee and eat my protein and then get ready for class. On Tuesday, I will have made it to the office and I will probably be streaming from there. If anything happens, and that's not going to happen, I will provide you with an image to let you know that we're not coming. But yeah, it's good. It's good business. It is a good business. So I am super stoked. can't wait for camp. I'm just curious about y'all. So we'll see y'all up in there. Those of you guys who'll be living vicariously, let us know so we can send you stuff. Dude, Monoprice I used to live in that store. I used to go there looking for problems. Like I need this cable. I need this adapter. I need this. I need that. I didn't need none of that mess. But I would go to Monoprice looking for problems because Monoprice was the bomb for the longest time. Yes. And Victor has said exactly what I say. Just get Cat 6. That's what you need. Yo, Keisha, we about to be at camp. Yo, remember me, you, Paul, Diana, Mark, the late night McDonald's session in the hotel lobby? We just stayed up talking mad trash. I look forward to that. Like, I'm not eating McDonald's. That was the one time I had eaten McDonald's in like 20 years, and this shit was gross. I'm not doing it again. Victor says no. That should be a t-shirt. Victor says no. So listen, if you guys ever have questions about network oriented stuff, talk to Victor. That's what he does. But he would tell you I am correct. If you're sitting on old hardware, you probably should change it. It will help you. Yeah, before Amazon was 2 day, Monoprice was there for 2 days. This is true. Oh, they got SoCal warehouse. Shut up. Bingo. Hey, Paul, check on the Unified page. For me, the shipping is expensive, but I think this joint ships out of Tennessee, so it might be not too expensive for you. Also, you might be able to find a place in the Yay because they're super popular with all my nerd friends. So you might be able to find a place in the Yay that actually has all this stuff in stock, and then the shipping won't be that bad. And you don't need the outdoor versions. You want the indoor versions because they're skinnier. Dude, 1 meter 50 pack. I'm sorry, the 0.1 meter 50 pack. That's for patching. I need one of those. Anyway, gang, salut. Peace out. 8-Town Stump. Love you guys.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down.